Hey Brick Maniacs, we're here at World War Brick 2023 on the showroom floor checking out some MOCs. I got my good friend Cam joining me to take a look at an absolutely amazing D-Day MOC. Cam, you got any social media you want to shout out?
So my name's Cameron Plowman, and the social media for my Instagram is CP Brick Builder. Go check it out if you want to see more of this. I'm going to try and post a lot more pictures of this once I get it back. Maybe some more from here, and I'll post some pictures of everybody here, so that'll be great.
Well, yeah, it's definitely worthy of some photography because not only do we have like working lights and everything going on here, but clearly this was a long time in the making. Give me a little bit of a timeline, one, on where the idea came from, and then two, when you started to realize the scale it was going to be, just how much you had to invest into it time-wise.
So for the timeline, it was more of just why I wanted to do it more than anything. I wanted to kind of give myself a buffer, or not a buffer, but like a checkpoint to see how far I had come as a builder. My first MOC in 2018, I believe it was D-Day, and it was about a third of the size of this one. And so I wanted to see, what. Obviously, my parts collection got a little bit bigger, so I was able to make it a little bigger, but then, just to see what differences I could make, what changes I could make, how far I could bring it. And then, so that was kind of for the scale too. It just kept getting a little bigger, and I kind of sat on this and decided this was a good size, and so it just became this. And this is just a passion project, just for more or less myself than anything. It was really just that I wanted to see what I could do and what was available to me at the time.
A heck of a challenge too to undertake something of this size. So tell me, did you know right off the bat that you were going to go with kind of like everything here? Did it start as maybe just a beach scene? Did you always know you were going to do tell me how that came together.
So that came together as I knew what D-Day was. I mean, when you think of D-Day, you think of the landing craft, you think of the guys running up on the beach, you think of the cliff, and then you think of what would be the Atlantic Wall. So that was really the scene I was trying to portray with that. I wanted to get a little bit of everything in there, and I think I've done that fairly well.
Absolutely.
Specifically with, all the way from the water with the landing craft all the way up to having a train, take different resources to different spots on the Atlantic Wall, taking different troops, different places. So.
Yeah. They always talk, a lot of MOC builders too, when they're building of this size, they always say, well, it continues to evolve. Pretty much every time you're putting it up, setting it up, it's got something a little different, new elements get incorporated. So how much evolution has this MOC really gone through in the sense that, when it started, how many greebles have you added? I noticed obviously the lights, was that always a plan?
That was not always a plan. I actually had basically dry fitted everything. I had it all set up. I had everything set up, and then I was like, I want to add a little bit of extra life to this. And so I decided to go with the lights, and that wasn't too big of a change. Just had to move a little stuff around, make a little bit of space for some battery boxes, and that was really, really simple, and it really, I think, added a lot to it.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
A lot to it. And then, for the barbed wire, the first iteration of this, I just had the Lego chain all bound up together to make it look like it was all clumped up concertina wire. And then I noticed that Citizen Brick had come out with the new pieces for the barbed wire, and I thought they looked fantastic, so I just got a bunch of them, figured it would do great, and I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks much better than the original one did. But other than that, it's been basically the same. Obviously, figure placement is going to be different, but I mean, all the planes are in the same positions, tanks are in the same positions, everything's pretty good, other than the fact that I have a prototype room bar.
Yeah, which that's kind of cool. I noticed that made its way out here.
Courtesy of Brickmania, I have to say. It's a wonderful kit, it looks beautiful. I have to say thank you to Andrea for that. That was a good addition to the MOC.
Now, one of people's favorite things are the Easter eggs.
Oh yeah.
All the little stuff that maybe isn't super historically accurate, but is hidden throughout the MOC as well. Can you take us through and point out some of them? I noticed we got a mystery box over here.
We do have a mystery box. I don't actually even remember if I'm going to remember them all.
That's okay, a couple of highlights.
But we have the shark here. He got a American soldier on his way to the beach there. Courtesy also of Brickmania, I have to say. That's the Brickmania shark. I have Spider-Man hanging off of the back of one of the P-51s back there. I have various GI uniforms with Deadpool heads around the MOC that are somewhere. Like that gentleman right there. I have 3 full Deadpool figures. One of them is here at the first bunker. There's another in this crashing P-51 because, of course, Deadpool, if he's going down in a blaze of glory.
Well, he would have been handy to have on this day, that's
right?
for sure.
That would have been true, huh? And then there's a third one helping the charge with the airborne over there. There is a airborne soldier that found a lightsaber buried in the sand somewhere, and so he decided
another thing that would have been super handy to have.
Super handy to have, yeah. So he decided to use that to his advantage. There is a stormtrooper running through the trenches with the German troops. And there is a mystery box with some zombies fighting 4 particular characters from a very important franchise, who I'm not going to say. And then I think finally the Dalek from Doctor Who, I believe, courtesy of Anthony, put that in there for me. And I think that's all of them. I might even be missing them, and I'm the one who put them there. So you know, there's always something new to see. Always something new to see.
Obviously the scale is super impressive, but the coolest thing about it is it's like the closer you look, the more that kind of reveals, and that just comes from the evolution of continuing to build it. So absolutely phenomenal job, man. We're super excited to have you here, and obviously thank you for making the effort to bring this all the way from your hometown and show it off here at World War Brick. It's definitely one of the most incredible MOCs we're seeing here, which is made evident by the trophies as well.
Yes, I have to thank Brickmania for my Brick Arms trophy, and then George Go Boom, George Hicks, you know, giving me his personal trophy. I'm very thankful for the both of those, but yeah, it was awesome to come out here. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime if you're bringing this bad boy.
Okay, for sure. Sounds good. You know, awesome.
Cool. Anything else you want to point out or talk about on this thing?
No, I don't think so. If you don't have any more questions, I think we're good to go.
Well, then there we have it. An excellent D-Day MOC by Cam. Make sure to follow him on social media. Otherwise, as always, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you guys so much.